Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Vilify here with another Red Zone no item run. This is for the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone. I think we want to call it, like, whatever you want to list it as, right? So here we go. This is stage one. Again, no item runs are a essential part of what I do over here on this channel, so I had to make sure that I went ahead and did these ones. This is basically the stage versus the Red Ribbon Army. Nothing too complex here. I didn't find myself struggling really at all. What we had to do is just kind of run like a typical setup for this team, like where you have what's the word? You have, like, it's the movie hero setup, right? So if you don't have the new Piccolo or the new Gohan, here's a way to do it if you're on the JP version with obviously Kid Goku and Hachan. Two of the best units in the game. Hachan, when it comes to tanking, is just like as good as it gets. I mean, you're looking at someone who's taken like 100k from a Cell Max Super. That's type disadvantage, by the way. So somebody that's really good. I'm a huge fan of how they did Hachan, but you guys are going to see here that we are running the Movie Heroes team, because the Movie Heroes team is just objectively speaking the best one in the game, and it's going to be really hard for them to replace the Movie Heroes team as the best team in the game, just with kind of the way that things have been going. Just the overall direction that this game has been taking lately, I'd say that this is kind of where this team is just, it's going to be hard to replace them as the best team in the game. They have to do quite a bit, like, just in terms of, like, buffing up other teams. I could see, like, maybe Realm of Gods or something being, like, the next step, or maybe not Joint Force was like Kamehameha going back to being like the best team to run, because I remember, if you guys remember, like maybe like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, what the strategy was to do was you just took like all of your best like fusing LRs or whatever and just kind of threw them on a team together with the Kamehameha lead with AGL Gohan, and then you kind of do that, and then it kind of evolved more of to like how can we get the UI Gokus on the same team and stuff like that. What you guys are seeing here is me trying to figure out how to work around Hachan's damage reduction not really being procced and not having Kid Goku around. So I'm like, you know what, let's just bite the bullet with the LR Super Saiyan Gods and just not have a link on the first one, so that way we could just make sure that Hachan does not take any attacks, and that way he just is, you know, stellar defensively, and he doesn't have to worry about just getting lit up, right? So that was kind of the game plan here. Just kind of take our time, don't get lit up, and then, you know, by the time we have our rotation set up, because obviously we have Kid Goku and Hachan is one of our core rotations, and then kind of Piccolo or Carnival Goku on the other side of things, just kind of setting that up is kind of the way to go, right? Because, like, when you don't have a unit like Gamma 1, or you don't have the Gammas, kind of like where I'm at, like, just the newest unit, I think, in my box at this point is Kid Goku, aside from the free-to-play units, obviously. No, that's actually a lie, because I pulled Tora going in my Piccolo and Gohan summon, so I guess he's the newest unit that I have, but you guys can see that you don't need the Gammas, you don't need LR Gohan, you don't need LR Piccolo to beat these Red Zone stages and even beat them with no items. I saw a couple cats on the friends list using the Ginyu team, but as my Ginyu is 69% and the banner units are both only 55%, I'm like, you know what, let's not take the risk. And then right here, I was kind of like, what do I want to do here? Because it was a little bit tricky. We did not get the orbs to proc the damage reduction for the rotation, and I got a little bit sloppy there, not going for the physical unit with STR Piccolo, but nonetheless, I was in a call with some of my buddies, and I was like, because one of them had already played this Red Zone, so I'm like, does this phase hit hard? He's like, no, but you might get bored because it takes a while to beat it. But I want to say I beat it in 2 turns, so nothing too crazy. You see, like, you go into a Red Zone stage and you see 5 enemies, and you're like, what in the world, right? Like, I don't think we've ever seen a Red Zone stage with 5 enemies before. Maybe that's cap. I think we've had 4 before with Bojax or the Heraclan, and then maybe the Crusher Core for Turles. Because Slug's Henchmen, I can only think of 3. I can't think of any stages where we've had 5 enemies before. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but yeah, then you can see right there, that is where we ended up taking some damage with Kid Goku. He is not in his ideal setup. We didn't get the orbs that we needed. It was just kind of unlucky, but you know, he's not going to be the reason we lose this or anything like that. If anything, I just see this as an opportunity, because, like, we're nowhere near death at this point. I'm thinking, like, okay, what if we just take advantage of this, and now we'll have the revive with Carnival Goku for most of the time. And then I don't remember what I do right here is rotate the gods with the gods. I don't remember what I do right here. I'm probably thinking, like, what? How do I want to play this, right? Because obviously what we're gonna do is oh, maybe I just bring the gods out on both, right, and then put Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in the middle. Yeah, because I recorded this last night, so I kind of forget exactly what I did, but I'm taking my sweet time here. I'm like, what do I want to do? And then, yeah, obviously what I could do is link up the gods with the gods, but I'm thinking, is that what I end up doing? Yeah, you see, I'm smarter than I give myself credit for sometimes. Come on. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I didn't fuse into Gogeta. I guess I was trying to save the active skills or something. I'm not really sure. Because what I could have done is transformed into Gogeta and kept the the nullification on one of the attacks, right? Oh, maybe it was because I knew the physical enemy was going to be done, and he's the only one attacking? Yeah, maybe. That's weird. I don't know why I didn't transform there, to be honest with you. I gotta forget the thought process, but hey. I feel like every time I do a Dokkan video, what's the first thing I say? You're seeing it, so it must have worked. But yeah, this red zone definitely, I wouldn't say is, because I think that this is going to be like a multifaceted red zone. This isn't just going to be like 2 stages. Like, I don't think we do the red ribbon and just end with 19 and 20. Like, I would imagine we might get a fight versus regular Cell, Cell Max, Android 17, Android 18, potentially Android 16. Again, I'm just talking out of my ass here, but I do think that that's potentially how it would go, right? Because it feels kind of weird that we would have. I don't really know how they're going to do it though, because this New Year's celebration it's decently long, right? Like, the banners go away, I want to say on January 22nd. So in theory, we do have a bit of time to get where we need to be. And right here, I think at this point, I'm just thinking about the orbs. I'm like, how can I get 7 for Kid Goku? And I don't think I can pull that off right here. I get 6. Yeah, so we get the 3 rainbow orbs that I need for Kid Goku, but we don't get the 7 to give the whole rotation the additional damage reduction. But what I'm thinking is, okay, Hachan isn't going to take damage anyway, so it doesn't really matter, and that's the only hit right here. So now Hachan's got his little buff, now he's doing his thing, we got the curse super attack, and now we have the kind of the damage reduction, not even the damage reduction that we need with Kid Goku, but just no hits overall, right? Because we're going to get a couple turns in, and then Hachan's going to be fully built up, and then with the support that we get from Kid Goku and all that fun stuff, that's just where things get really, really easy, right? Yeah, so nothing too concerning, but now we are in the General Blue phase. I forget, is General Blue the end of this? Like, I genuinely forget. Yeah, I want to say no, Officer Black is the last phase, that's right. Now, yeah, so here we go. This is where things get a little bit tricky, because I'm thinking, like, I think I asked my buddy again, I'm like, hey, does General Blue hit hard? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, I got it. I'll just, yeah, we get what we needed right there with Piccolo taking like 120k. Him getting stunned kind of sucks, but we can just move on to the 10 million attack stat that we get for the LR gods, let them do their thing, and then now obviously they're cooking, and now, you know, we had the guaranteed additional super with the other gods as well, so we also have nothing to worry about in that regard. So really, we're just cooking at this point. Like, I'm not too concerned about anything. Like, we're just going to go ahead and continue to move. So here we go, boom, and the guaranteed crit or whatever, 2 supers, and then a nullification, so this isn't going to do anything. And then, you know, we do have a decent buildup right here with like 9 million on the other gods, and this is just to keep the links on the other ones so they can really hit as hard as they can hit, right? That was just to make sure that we kept like the 10 million or whatever. And then boom, and we get the double super right there. And then we got one more turn against these guys, and then obviously we'll be on to Officer Black, and we'll go ahead and take care of him here in a minute. So boom, I can't imagine like even a triple super with another crit right there would have been enough. Oh yeah, so here, I remember this now. So they lock, I guess I'm just not transforming into Gogeta. I don't really know why. But yeah, we have type advantage here, so I'm not too worried about our boy Kid Goku taking any damage. So I'm like, you know, it's fine. Even if he supers, we'll be okay. It's not doing 500k, and the normal only does, it ends up doing double digits. Then we have 6 million right here, and then we have a good chance to do another super attack anyway, but I'm pretty sure this crits and we just move on. It doesn't crit, but 4.3 million damage, more than enough, so boom. And now we are on to the Officer Black phase, and we have double tech going on right here, so you already know we can just put Carnival Goku in the front, give him those orbs, give the tech orbs to our boy, the LR gods, and then just kind of let STR Piccolo float. Even if he doesn't have a super attack, he's like, it doesn't matter, right? He like, type disadvantage, he's really just kind of in a weird spot. I don't know really why. I must have been multitasking, but we got a little bit of a pause right here. What we would obviously do is give these guys the tech orbs, and then we do end up getting lucky and having the STR orbs that I need for Piccolo. So boom, there we go. The additional healing, no Dokkan attack needed, and then whatever damage right here we'll just take. We were looking at 8.2 million here from Carnival Goku with the defensive stacking, the guard, all that fun stuff. Obviously, this is not going to kill, but it is going to do a decent amount of damage. So boom, there we go. 8.3 mil. Yeah, so that's big damage right there. And Officer Black doing his thing. You know, he's gonna try and shoot us. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, 153k is not that bad for a red zone boss at the end of 2022. So can't complain there. And we have whatever damage these guys are gonna do. Yeah, 10 million. If these guys triple super, we're out of here. I don't remember if we go to another turn or not, but you guys can see this stage was really easy, considering this is the first attempt that I've done for it. Nothing too, yeah, so that was it. Yeah, that's what I figured. But that's it for this stage. Obviously, I'll just go ahead and get right into recording the next one. We have 19 to 20 going in on the next fight, but let me know what you guys did down below to beat this one. Shouldn't be too bad. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any Dokkan content that I do. Have a great day, everybody. I'm out.